Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Corey McKinney. I'm so glad that you're tuning in with me. As you can see, I'm in my new office in a place that I hope to be at for a really long time. And the bookshelf looks really bare back there. I know I've got to fill it up with more books because I thought I had a lot of books until I got in here with all the shelving. You can't even see it, but this thing behind me is huge. And my books they pale in comparison to how much book space I have now. So, I'm going to get on it. But today I'm going to be reacting to a brand new video from Magical Messi. Prime Messi deserved so much more. This is cool for me because I see all of Messi, like what he's doing now. I went back and watched the World Championship or the World Cup video. I did the Ballon d'Or video and all that stuff. And so I'm seeing a lot of what he's doing now. The Ballon d'Or video was cool because it brought me back in time almost to like what Messi did in the past. But this video is specifically geared towards that as far as I know. So Prime Messi deserves so much more. Magical Messi is such an incredible content creator, and I love reacting to his videos. And so without further ado, let's dive right into this one.
Así que hoy nosotros prometemos que este año vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que esa copa tan linda y tan deseada por todos vuelva a estar acá otra vez en el Camp Nou.
Here it comes to Messi. For Messi, chance for the hat-trick. The hat-trick to start the season in the Champions League.
It's not important how you prepare the game if you have in front Messi. If Messi won, it's sure 3-0 for the team that is involved Messi.
Suarez with him, but he might go all the way here, and here's the post. Messi goes for goal again. It's the same post, almost on the same spot again. And Messi, this time it's inside the post.
I just got to stop right there because you would think like me as somebody who is like so scared of messing up, twice on the same run in any sport. Like if I missed in basketball, for example, if I missed 2 layups back to back, I'm probably not going to shoot a layup for the rest of the game. Like I'm not getting out of that headspace. I'm stuck in my head. And then to see Messi same post twice, you probably couldn't pay me to do that twice because I'm not accurate at all with a soccer ball. But to see him do that twice and then to go in and finally finish the goal, that's just a cool little thing to see because some players give up, in moments like that, but he's so persistent with it. Let's keep going.
Messi can wrap it up here. Wonderful chance. He doesn't fail them.
No, sensational night, and Messi will take all the headlines, not for the first time. I think we've put together like a montage of his evening's play.
Yeah, we could be here for half an hour.
I love those kids.
Listen, Dembele's been bright.
And he finds Messi, and he's wriggling, and he's scoring, and he's magical. Messi. Oh, steered in by Piqué. 2-0.
Messi. Messi. Brilliant. Now Messi. Only him.
Oh my gosh, dude. I always feel so bad for these goalies and players because like imagine that for a second, okay? You're good enough to be in a professional league, right? You've trained your whole life for this. And out of everybody that you knew growing up, you were one of the top guys. And then you make it to league play. And as you run out there onto the pitch, literally the greatest player that's ever existed is matching up against you, and he comes out and crosses not only you, but your friend behind you, and then you turn around and you see the slow little goal trickle in. And then as a goalie, like I always feel bad for them because what do you do? Like, how do you stop that? I get the same thing like when I watch Ronaldo, and I'm by no means comparing those guys, so stop it before you even get on my head about that. But like watching that, like what do you do when somebody that is that good approaches the goal? You're stuck looking foolish. Like I watch these goalies, I'm like, man, they look like they've never played a game in their life, but they're some of the best to do it. They're starting for major leagues or major clubs in major leagues. And I mean, and Messi's making them look foolish. It's so awesome to watch.
Only him. And Messi can have a dance again. And feed it for Piqué to decide it. Suarez one way, Dembele the other. He's chosen Ousmane Dembele to make it 5.
I think I don't need to say any word, no? Everybody saw
and sees every time he's on the pitch what he's able to do. And yeah, we are very happy to have him. Of course, most of the times he makes the difference and makes it easier for us to play.
I'd say so.
Messi on the blind side there of Victor Lindelof and lifts it into Suarez. It's the worst possible start for Manchester United.
Chris Smalling smashed him in the first game. It's probably the worst thing that could have happened over that first game, to smash him, because they woke the beast up.
When Messi has the ball, 1-1-1, you are dead.
Messi in with a challenge on Young, and he comes away.
Yeah, brilliant goal by the magician.
Messi swings away from Phil Jones.
Not next Phil Jones here. Whoops.
Here's Messi off one.
The player of this ability, this stature, sometimes you've just got to say he was too good. And tonight, that was the case. I mean, just to be here, there's going to be people in this stadium.
I think it was a bicycle kick. I didn't even know that. Maybe I watched the highlight that had a bicycle kick in it from Messi, but I didn't even know that he ever did that. Not that I didn't think he was not capable of it or anything, but man, and what a cool thing. Like, I think it looked like he broke his nose, and one of y'all can let me know if I'm wrong about that, but it looks like he broke his nose in that play. So to see him come back and kind of duke it out and really run circles around these guys is really cool.
United fans, like you said before, came to this stadium disappointed. We're disappointed here, but they're going to be able to say, I was there to see Messi perform at that level.
We said before the game, Messi masterclass, and that's exactly what it was. It was just, it's a remarkable thing to witness in live. It blew everybody away.
He's been destroying Manchester United dreams of 2 Champions League finals. The fact that he's still doing it a decade later is remarkable.
Yeah, he's different class.
I think Messi is the best player in the world.
And how will you stop him?
I don't know.
Okay, how do you stop Lionel Messi? Is there a way?
Well, no one's found a way to consistently do it. You might find him for half an hour, but then all of a sudden he picks up space. And I think that game could be set up perfectly for Liverpool because they can play on the counter-attack as well. They're an energetic team. But saying that, they've got Messi.
Tonight it's about Van Dijk versus Messi.
And you feel like I'm alone.
He decided he's going to win the game. He wins.
Protected, Sergio Roberto. Look where Messi is. Look what he does. Barcelona maybe just trying to work out Liverpool's shape. Messi, it's looking he might be able to cut through himself, but he's still chasing here. Vidal to Messi.
Here's Coutinho and now Messi.
He's dribbling through everybody.
Still going here. Liverpool in for Suarez. Oh, he's in the woodwork, but he's got one. Oh, he still does the other night like this. Messi hits one. Oh, what a goal! That is sensational. Absolutely outstanding.
Just when you think he's done everything, he comes up with something even more special. He is a god of the game, the god of the game.
The best player we've ever seen.
Is he going to win player?
What a strike.
Is he going to win player of the week every week? I think I just saw Jurgen Klopp on there. But what in the heck, man? You know, I see people post in my comments all the time. They'll say something to the tune of like, you know, when Ronaldo scores, you say wow. When Messi scores, you say how. And they, you know, flip it back and forth. And once again, not comparing these guys at all. All I'm saying is when I see Messi score like that, it's not just wow or how. It's like, no, that doesn't physically make sense. Like it doesn't in my mind. Like I'm watching go over bodies and around and swerve on the kick. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I don't. It looks almost impossible. It looks like somebody has like a green suit on and they're controlling that ball and like, you know, moving it around. Like there's a glitch in the system or something, man. Like we're all in a video game and Messi has hacked the game. It just doesn't make sense. My gosh, he's incredible.
He's become captain this year for the first time, and it's almost stepped up a little bit, hasn't it? It's almost like it means a little bit more.
Grab the players together at the start of the season in the stadium and even said to the fans he wanted to win the Champions League again. He looks like he could easily carry this team to it.
There's no way mentally they're going to let what happened last season against Roma, where obviously they were 4-1 up going into the second leg, losing that 3-0, happen again.
So Ernesto Valverde could rest all 11 players against Celta Vigo.
Never stop believing.
Well,
He's done the mistake. Here's Henderson. He's away. Good save. He scored. There's one there.
ahí, vamos a salir fuerte. Recordamos, lo de Roma fue culpa nuestra, de nadie más, que no pase lo mismo. Eso fue culpa nuestra, de nadie más. Dale, vamos a salir fuerte, dale, vamos, Van a salir a apretar ahora. Vamos a jugar para adelante, que se puede. No estamos nosotros solos, dale, ponte valor, dale. Vamos a hacer gol,
Let me make a comment there, because oftentimes I'll see like people say Messi's not very vocal or he's like a quiet leader and all this stuff, but you know, while he's speaking there in the locker room, he has everybody's attention. And how doesn't he, right? Obviously, he's the greatest player on that team. Definitely at the time, he was the greatest player. Still the greatest player in my mind. And so, you know, this kind of quiet leadership, whatever, like when he speaks, people listen. And maybe he's a man of few words, but it seems like what he had to say to his team was very meaningful to them, and it looked like they were getting motivated. It looked like they were ready to rock and roll. And so I love seeing that, because I don't often get to see that from him. I haven't seen that a lot from him in these highlight videos, but I love that Magical Messi included this in here, because it is a cool, you know, overview of who he was even in the locker room. Not even just in press interviews and not even just on the pitch, but actually who he was behind closed doors as well.
Ronaldo! Oh my goodness gracious me! The unthinkable! The unbelievable! Liverpool are level from 3 down against Barcelona! Take it quickly! Liverpool, he's covered it! He's covered it! And they are on the precipice of the greatest night of European Champions League football that Anfield has ever seen! Messi lashed on Merseyside!
Those who don't believe that he's the greatest ever will suggest that isn't this the sort of game in which Lionel Messi, to prove himself as the best ever player who's ever kicked a ball, should be taking it by the scruff of the neck and taking
come
it
on.
through?
Well, he did it the first leg. Without him doing...
I'm going to stop it right there for just a second, because, you know, I said all that about getting fired up in the locker room, but what the heck did his team do? And maybe I need to go back and find that highlight of that game just to kind of see what went wrong. I know that, you know, definitely no disrespect to Jurgen Klopp, like he's an incredible manager, and if I weren't a Newcastle fan, I definitely would be a Liverpool fan, just because I think that he's an awesome coach. But man, you wonder, one, how they lose 4-0, especially when they were that dominant. And every week, Messi's winning Player of the Week, doing this, doing that, you know, going out there and giving it his all. And then to turn around and lose like that, man, it makes you wonder how much of his team just relied on him and thought, you know, well, I don't have to prepare this much this week because Messi's got it. Or maybe they're out there on the pitch and they're like, oh, it's okay that I gave up, you know, covering my man because Messi's going to pick it up for us. And, you know, it goes to show that even the greats, even the true greats, still do need people around them that are going to play, you know, at least to the best of their abilities. I've seen plenty of what we would call the greatest of these sports take teammates who might not be the most talented, may not be the fastest, may not be able to do a lot of the things that these superstars can do, but they go out and they give it their all. And because of that, the greatest can lead them to the promised land, because they go, like I think about Tom Brady in football a couple years ago. He won a Super Bowl and everybody around him was not the greatest players on the planet, but because he was there, he made them greater. And, you know, I wonder the same thing here with Messi, like what happened in that moment. It was clear that he was leading this team to victory week in and week out. He is the guy, right? And then to get in this moment and lose 4-0, like it's one thing to lose 1-0. You're like, dang, man, that was a hard-fought game, maybe good defense. They just couldn't, you know, drive it home. But 4-0, that's a blowout. That's an embarrassing blowout. And to see that happen in that moment, man, I bet that was a really crushing part of his career. And now I see why this video is titled what it is. He did deserve more. He deserved more. He deserved for his guys to go out there and give it their all. For them to do these other squads like they were doing them, nobody can tell me without a shadow of a doubt that, I don't even have to watch the highlights, honestly, because nobody can tell me that this team went out there and gave it their all for them to lose like that. Liverpool's good. A lot of clubs are good, but they ain't that good to beat Messi and his squad like that 4-0. Like, come on, man, what happened? Let's hear what these commentators have to say.
In the first leg. So there comes a time when the other 10 have to chip in.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, seriously. Are we... I said it last week. Over the last decade, there's maybe been 3 or 4 occasions when we've asked that question of him. The guy is at such a level, and the fact that you're even saying that's absolutely unfair. This guy is so good. He is absolutely the best player on the planet, and he put his team in a position to be 3 up. So it's the other 10. We shouldn't be talking about Messi. It's the other 10 that we should be talking about.
He actually put this team in a position to be 4 up, to be 5 up. Because Dembele had clear opportunities in that first leg where we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Look, Lionel Messi, he wasn't outstanding by his standards today. He could have done more. But the ball was never in his feet in a position where he could really affect the game. And when he did have it in his feet and he could affect the game, there were through balls to Luis Suarez, in which he scores. It's a different story altogether. And so, but the truth is, a week ago, we were talking about Lionel Messi as this is what he does. A week later, now we want to change the discussion. It doesn't work.
We should be talking about Valverde.
Yes. In this particular season, it was the best version of Lionel Messi and how dependent Barcelona was on his performances.
I mean, it's absolutely scary, but what's going to happen is it's not until this guy retires that we really will understand how good he was.
He makes things look so easy. Things that are complicated to do. He makes it look so easy that at times we just go, well, yeah, that's Messi, and we just move on with our lives. Yeah. And perhaps we don't quite appreciate how great of a talent this man is.
I'm so glad he said that at the end, because I think it's true. I think we do that to a lot of players that really are the best of maybe their generation or the best of all time for their sport. You know, we look at these guys, and because we see them perform so well week in and week out, we just expect that of them. And then when maybe they don't play to their standard or something like that, and everything falls on its face, it's like, oh, well, maybe they're not as good as we thought. So it's like, no, they're human, but 2, you just got used to the level of greatness that they are, and then the one time that it doesn't work out like that, you actually see just how great they were. Like if the whole team was getting carried by Messi throughout the entire Champions League there, and then for them to fall like they did, and I guess it's clear that Messi didn't have the greatest of games or whatever, then you can see instantly how much of an effect he had on that team and how much of an impact he made just to be on the pitch. So yeah, prime Messi definitely did deserve more. The other 10 guys have got to step up at some point. And I know that this is not the tale of the tape for Barcelona. I know that they won way more. I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use here. Way more trophies, and they won the leagues, and they won Champions League and all this stuff. And you know, it's cool that all that did happen, but it's sad to see. You know, he calls it prime Messi, so I imagine at this time in his life, you know, he's playing to the best of his ability, and then to see him go out like that and on such a big stage is tough. It is tough. Look, if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, won't you click that subscribe button, like the video, comment, you know, give me some thoughts on what you were thinking throughout the video, what you think about what I should react to next. I've got a slew of content saved in some notes of videos I want to make, and I hope to be making them for you guys soon as I try to push that content out. Thank you so much for joining with me in the video today, and I'll see you in the next one.